Congressman Bill Cassidy is a Republican from Louisiana. He's a medical doctor as well and a member of the House Tea Party caucus. Good morning, Congressman. Nice to see you this morning.
Hey, John. Nice to be with you.
What do you think is going to happen at this 10 a.m. meeting today between the president and congressional leaders, this very first meeting of the year on this budget crisis?
I'm not quite sure. House Republicans several months ago actually proposed surgical changes, if you will, instead of the across the board. The president and Senator Reid never even considered our bills, but never offered anything to counter. So I'm not sure they've been actually thinking about what to replace these cuts with. I'm not quite sure what they'll propose. I mean, they've had months to do it. They've not done so. So I don't know. I just don't know where they've been.
Well, congressional Republicans, House Republicans did pass 2 bills in the last Congress. You guys haven't done it again this Congress, and you would have needed to do that to make some kind of difference. In at least one of the bills you passed, by the way, all it did was move the defense spending into the other, non-defense discretional spending. That aside, you are in Baton Rouge today. Why? Why are you not in Washington? Why are members of Congress not in Washington trying to come up with some solution?
For months we've actually had bills out there they could look at and see where we are. I was there until late last night. The president's just now coming to the table. I suppose I could cool my heels in Washington, or else I could come home and talk to people and actually learn my constituents' opinions about this. But if the president had wanted to have a meeting a month ago, we could have been considering it for a month. But for me to sit in an apartment in Washington while the president finally comes to the table doesn't seem very productive.
Fair point. Whose fault is all this? I mean, if you're a voter out there, voters are looking at this going, how could this have possibly happened? Who can we blame here?
Yeah, well, the president proposed the sequester way back when. That's been well documented. Jay Carney has agreed to that. And then, frankly, during the campaign, during the presidential campaign, insisted that the cuts wouldn't go into place. In retrospect, that looks like kind of a political sort of move. And now he's not invited leaders to come meet with him until today. So that said, congressional Republicans have been ready to meet at any time, and he's just now called us to the table. Frankly, I'd like to see some leadership from the president.
You said the president proposed it. Bob Woodward has written that essentially to be the case. But you, sir, you voted for it, as did a number of Republicans. And let me just run down some of the cuts that will happen in Louisiana, your home state. Head Start, cut for 1,400 kids. 1,700 fewer kids will receive vaccines. 120 special ed teachers could face cuts there. Those are some pretty serious cuts in your home state. And I think that's the bad news.
Yeah,
go ahead.
2 things, John. One, of course, those are terrible cuts. I'm not sure all of them are true. I'm not sure why a state-funded administration program of vaccination will be cut. But that said, the administration clearly is going to do their best to make the American people feel the pain. It won't be the fellow earning 6 figures with the corner office and the bureaucracy who's laid off. It is going to be people on the front line so the American people know the government wants more. Now, at some point, the American people have learned to do more with less. In government, it seems like government does less with more. And so these cuts are terrible. I wish we could have surgically addressed this, but also we've got a spending problem. We've got to address it. So if this is what it takes to focus the president's attention on this, that's not all bad.
Well, that may be the bad news. The worst news is there's another deadline ahead, just 3.5 weeks away, with the need to pass a budget. We wish you luck in that. Congressman Bill Cassidy in Louisiana today. Thank you. Thank you for being with us this morning. I appreciate it.
The big question still looming, when will we feel the cuts, right? Does it happen right away, or does it happen, months down the line? So we'll stay tuned for that. 35 minutes past the hour. New developments in the search for the suspect in a deadly shooting and a car crash. It erupted into a